Will Ferrell, you have a bar in New York dedicated to you.
Apparently I do, yes.
Have you been?
I haven't been.
That seems almost rude.
Yeah, it's a little...
They don't want him to come. It's a Will Ferrell themed bar, but they don't want Will
Stay
Ferrell.
Classy, right?
Yeah, Stay Classy in New York.
Is that what it's called?
Stay Classy in New York, yeah, it is. Well, we've got a selection. We've got a selection of cocktails.
You've been?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you really
I was
been?
invited, yeah.
Oh,
I haven't been invited yet.
I can offer you, there's a cocktail called Great Odin's Raven. There's Smelly Pirate Hooker. There's a Whale's Vagina. Or, my favorite, I Piss Excellence. Do you fancy any of those?
Well, I've got to go for a whale's vagina.
A whale's vagina is... That's the whale's vagina. Okay.
No.
That's a Smelly Pirate Hooker, that one.
Yeah, give me the pirate.
Okay, have a Pirate Hooker. And I love Piss Excellence. How is your whale's vagina?
From what I remember, that's exactly... it should taste like. Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, it's very potent. Yeah. And Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, yeah.
Everyone. Happy New Year.
So now, of course, Christmas is gone. How was Christmas? Mark Wahlberg, how was your Christmas?
Christmas was wonderful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your best present?
I didn't get anything.
No more.
I didn't get anything. And I didn't give the kids anything. I figured, why bother?
Yeah, tough love.
No,
exactly.
Tough love at the
Didn't we
moment.
just do this last year?
And they're not going to remember anyway.
Do something original.
Yeah.
But Christmas for you must be amazing, because you're elf.
Yes, I'm elf. But that's too scary for my children. They don't.
Well, it's not too scary for mine. How do I get Elf to show up to my house so I can be cool?
50,000 euros.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Do you have the tights on under the suit?
I have the tights on right now. Yeah. I've been wearing them since Christmas Day.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Oh, now, as I say, the two of you brings us a festive treat in Daddy's Home, and it's in cinemas everywhere now. And it's a very kind of modern family comedy in that it's about the idea of a stepfather coming face to face with the biological dad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, the story of kind of the blended family that we're, coming across more and more. And yeah, I'm the stepfather to your kids, and I pride myself on being the world's greatest dad. I cry a little too much. I'm very emotionally available, which is sickening. And then Dusty comes into the picture.
Yeah, who is like
a real man's man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have to say, it's really, really funny. Lots of big laugh out loud moments, like the moment in the clip we just saw.
Right.
And that,
which people thought was real when we were filming it.
Yeah, we shot at an actual basketball game, and we only had 6 minutes. I basically said at halftime, stay in your seats because you can be in the scene of a movie, but they didn't tell them what we were doing. And then all of a sudden, Will stumbles onto the court, pretending to be drunk, and hits the
I had
cheerleader
at
in the
least
head with a
5 or
basketball.
6 whales' vaginas going in.
And it just went viral. People were, going crazy all over the internet.
People thought I'd wandered into a live NBA basketball game and had taken the liberty to peg a cheerleader in the head, and that I should be severely reprimanded, which I couldn't argue with. But
also, like, it's just as well you are good at sports, because, if I was trying, it would take me forever to try and hit that cheerleader in the face.
He hit that poor girl about 5 times in a row. I said, I think we got it on the first take. He's like, no, I need another. I don't think she wants to do it again. I just need one.
She did.
One more.
She told me she did. Okay? Yeah.
Now, listen, you're both dads yourself. And, Mark, we've talked about your parenting style. You're firm but fair in the Wahlberg household. But you are very involved. Like, you're very hands-on. You go to all their sporting games.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but they're not liking me at the games anymore. I get a little too crazy. I get a little too passionate.
Well, no, because they've taken pictures of you.
Oh, God.
This is... there's another picture. Look at it. You're really going for it in this next one. Look at that. Yeah. You do kind of like... You must know...
Was that when you were coaching?
I'm not coaching. I'm
on
the
you're just on the sideline.
I'm just with the other parents.
Okay.
My wife always... She'll take... Because I bring these chairs, she takes a chair and goes and sits down the other end. She acts like she doesn't know me.
Everyone knows you, so don't you think you should just tone it down?
I can't help it.
I've been there.
He just played in the
the same
championship game.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even eat. I mean, my stomach was in butterflies. He's 9. My stomach was in butterflies.
Yeah.
And, oh, God, it was crazy. I lost my voice for about a week, screaming, yelling.
Or did they win?
No. So I had to beat him. had money on that freaking game.
So did I. Yeah.
I love a red button thing like, is Mark joking? Because Will, you coach.
I coach. I've experienced the same thing. You forget.
He'd be the worst coach.
Why?
Because they could be down 20. Don't worry, guys, you're doing really good. You know what? There are a lot of positive things happening. Why are you crying? It's okay.
You learn more from defeat than winning.
Have you ever said that out loud, Will?
Sadly, that's exactly my strategy. Yeah.
No,
but I did have a moment where I was screaming at my oldest son, who was 10 years old at the time, and I was like, Magnus! 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 And he stops in the middle of the game. He's like, what? And I realized I had lost my mind, and I just said, never mind. Just try to get closer to the ball. But it's hard. It's hard to not get wrapped up in the excitement.
And also, it must be hard because, like, everyone must recognize you at a game.
Usually, I was growing my mustache out for Anchorman 2 and coaching on the sideline, and the opposing coach was like, "You look familiar," and I go, "Yeah." And he goes, are you that actor? I'm like, I think so. And he said, "Is that mustache real?" I said, "Yes. Why would I be wearing a fake mustache at a kid's soccer game?"
it's happened.
Honey, hold on. I got to put my fake mustache on so that I'm unrecognizable.
And this is your second movie together, so you obviously get on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimmingly.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear it. But you have offended co-stars, Will Ferrell. Like, was it Harrison Ford? What happened with him?
Oh, yeah, this was not good.
You were from Harrison.
He shot on the first day of Anchorman 2, and we were all very nervous to work with him. And that's him, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audiovisual age.
Yeah.
That's him.
And he came into the trailer, and, you know, it's Harrison Ford, right? And I'm very diligent, as is Mark, when we're filming, like, go to bed early, don't usually go out to dinner. And he, as he's getting his makeup off, he's like, "Dinner?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I have something in my trailer." And then he leaves, and I realize I just turned down Harrison Ford for dinner. That's the end of the story.
It's kind of worse than that, isn't it? Because it's not like you're saying you had other plans. You're just
Not
saying,
at all.
I'm going to eat something.
I'm going to eat a bad styrofoam case full of food provided to me by catering. I'm not going to choose to have dinner with you, Harrison Ford, where you can regale me in stories. I'm choosing my boiled chicken. Yeah.
Have you seen him again?
I haven't. I've tried to find him.
I have.
Have you had dinner with him?
Yes.
What has he said?
He told me to tell you to go fuck yourself. And that you are a pompous, arrogant piece of shit.
I love that Mark Wahlberg say this. And then I look down. My next question is, Mark Wahlberg, you had an extraordinary gig a few months ago.
Oh, with the Pope.
Yeah. You hosted the Pope.
Yes, I did.
Did the Pope recognize you?
No. He hasn't watched television since the mid-'80s.
Except he does love the Graham Norton show, and he's going to be appalled at your language.
I already apologized for my language in the movies that I've done. I didn't know if he was a movie fan or not, and I was hugging this young boy who has an amazing voice. I mean, really a gift from God, and all of a sudden, he comes out and goes, "I really loved you in Ted." I said, "This kid's like 10, 11 years old." I said, "That's inappropriate for you to watch that." And then I had to apologize and explain myself.
And did you hang out in any sense?
No, we had a brief encounter. Was able to say hello, and we exchanged some pleasantries, and that was pretty much it. I've met presidents. I've never seen so many people from all walks of life. 2 million people were at this event to come to see, just to get a glimpse of this man.
Wow.
And he was on the move. Originally, he was going to leave, and they started basically cutting bits of the show as we were going. I'm hosting the show, so they're telling me, well, this is going and that's going. But then, what is his name? That wonderful singer.
Tony Bennett?
No.
Josh Groban.
Josh
No.
Groban.
Placido Domingo.
Harry from One Direction.
You're making me make it harder to
okay.
remember.
Sorry.
What kind of music?
Opera. He's a wonderful gentleman. He has a problem with his eyes.
Andrea
Bocelli.
Bocelli.
Yes.
Why
a
don't I
problem with his eyes. he's blind, Mark. Kept bumping into things. He's a problem. Yeah.
So anyway, then the Pope decided to stay, and then Bocelli kept going and singing more and more songs, and then they had a moment together.
Because he couldn't see the signal to stop.
That's what the lady was doing.
Yeah. She was like,
I thought she was.
we're good.
I thought she was.
The Pope left.